Classification of microbes. Microbes are classified into 5 groups: bacteria, viruses, protozoan, algae and fungi. Let's discuss about bacteria. Bacteria are simple living organisms which are found all around us. They are present in soil, water, food, inside the body of organism, outside the body of organism. Okay. They are very small, single-celled microorganisms which have cell wall. Just like plant cell, bacteria also have cell wall. They are very small. We can see bacteria only with the help of microscope, and they are single celled, means they are made up of only one cell. Okay. Bacteria are found in 3 different shapes. What are the 3 different shapes? Rod shaped, which is called bacilli. Rod shaped bacteria are called bacilli. Spherical shaped bacteria are called cocci, and the third one is spirilla. Okay. Now here you can see rod shaped bacteria. It is rod shaped structure. Comma shaped bacteria, spirillum, like spiral like structure, and this is cocci, spherical structure. So this type of structure is called cocci. Okay. So there are according to shape of the bacteria, there are 4 types: spherical, bacilli, rod shaped, comma shaped, vibrio, and the spirilla. Example is spirillum. Okay. Now some of the disease causing bacteria are cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, diphtheria, etc. So bacteria causes these diseases, and some bacteria are useful for us, like lactobacillus, which help in the formation of curd, curding of milk. Okay. Rhizobium, which help in nitrogen fixation. Okay. So these are the bacteria. Next is viruses. Viruses are the smallest microorganism on the earth. Okay, they are smaller than bacteria. They are the smallest microbes or organism on the earth. Okay, we can see the viruses only with the help of electron microscope. Other microorganism can be seen through compound microscope, but for observing viruses we need only electron microscope. Viruses can develop only inside the cells of the host host organism, like animal, plant, humans. They are non-living outside the host body. They can't exist outside the host body. They are non-living. They are living only when they get the host organism. So they can develop only inside the cells of the host organism. Whether they are animal, plant or humans, they can survive only in these inside the organism. Otherwise they are non-living. Viruses can reproduce and multiply only inside the cells of other organism. The disease caused by viruses are common cold, influenza, measles, polio, chickenpox, smallpox, dengue, corona. These are the disease caused by viruses. HIV, human immune deficiency virus, causes AIDS, common cold viruses, etc. Okay. Next is protozoa. Protozoa are single celled, means they are made up of only one cell, which are classified, but they are classified as animals. For example, amoeba, paramecium, plasmodium, etc. Plasmodium causes disease like dysentery and malaria are caused by protozoa. Dysentery and malaria are caused by protozoa. Plasmodium is a protozoan which causes, and name the protozoan which causes malaria. Plasmodium is a protozoan which causes disease called malaria. Okay. Next is algae. Algae are also eukaryotic organism. They are unicellular or multicellular. Here you can see only single-celled protozoan are only single-celled organism, but algae are unicellular or multicellular. They are made up of single cell or maybe millions of cells. They contain chlorophyll like plants and produce food by photosynthesis. So they are called autotrophs. So they are categorized as plant. Algae are plant. They contain chlorophyll and produce food by photosynthesis. As we know that chlorophyll is responsible for the photosynthesis for making the food. So they are also called autotrophs. For example, Spirogyra, Eulothrix, blue-green algae, etc. There are so many algae. They are mostly found in aquatic region, pond, lake, etc. Fungi. They are large group of organisms which do not have chlorophyll and do not perform photosynthesis. They do not have chlorophyll, that's why they can't perform photosynthesis. So how they get their food? They get their food from dead and decaying animals. For example, yeast, mold, penicillium, aspergillus, etc. You have seen, mainly during rainy season, you must have seen that bread got is spoiled due to the presence of greeny, powdery substance which is called Rhizopus fungi. Okay, so they, and sometime in wood, okay, fungi occur in wood, food items, leather, sometime in shoes, okay, substance or items, food items or any substance which are kept in moist places, mainly during rainy season. Okay, almost all the fungi have a filamentous structure except the yeast cell. They can be either single cell or multicellular organism. Fungi possess a cell wall which is made up of chitin. Got it? Here you can see the structure of bacteria. This is structure of bacteria. Bacteria have cell wall. We know that bacteria are prokaryotic organism. Means they are primitive organism. Bacteria are prokaryotic organisms. Okay, they have cell wall. They don't have nucleus. They do not have other cell organelles, because we know that prokaryotic organism do not have cell organelles and proper nucleus. They have ribosomes, and okay, they have ribosome, chromosome, etc. Cell wall they are having. So this is the structure of bacteria. Here you can see the images of protozoan, amoeba, paramecium. Amoeba are irregular in shape and paramecium are slipper-like structure. They are protozoan. Here you can see algae, structure of algae, Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra. They are mostly found in ponds, lake, in aquatic region. And these are the structure of fungus. As I told you, they are filamentous. So here you can see the structure bread mold, which is spoiled bread, penicillium. Antibiotics are made from penicillium, aspergillus. These are the structure of fungi. Okay, and here you can see the structure of virus, bacteriophage structure. Viruses have either DNA or RNA. It has head, okay, neck and tail. It is consists of three parts: head, neck and tail. Okay, we know that viruses do not exist outside the host cell. They cannot perform any biological activity, any metabolic activity. They are active only inside the host cell. When they enter to the host cell, like animal, plant or human beings, only then they can survive. They perform all the activities. They can multiply inside the host cell. Outside the host cell, they are non-living. Okay, they are made up of only protein and genetic material like DNA or RNA. They are made up of only protein and DNA. That's why they cannot perform outside the host cell. They get active only because they do not have any enzyme. When they get enzyme inside the host cell, they can start performing. Okay, so this is the structure of viruses.